Change what we gotta get the hair make it a little brighter. There we go. A little bright and right. Yeah. Ooh. First time I've ever done a live, y'all. First time I've ever done a live ever. I think if I ever did a live on YouTube, I it might have been 5 years ago. If I don't even think I ever did one. But what's going on, Jenny? How you doing? So all right, I'm just gonna hop on into it. It's Sunday. We about to start a new week. We're gonna be winding down the end of 2025 here, getting ready for 2026. So I feel there's a few things I've been doing. Man, I've been up like so many hours every single night over the last couple weeks, and I work hard. I think everybody works hard in in whatever industry that they're in. This music thing is not an easy endeavor, to take on. And so, what I've been really trying to figure out is I've been in Nashville for the last 6 years. I've been putting music out since 2019. I put out Sunday Fun Day. I put out my first EP in 2020, The Florida Man. I went through COVID. I dropped another EP, Dying Breed. I dropped my first album, Huckleberry, in 2022. I dropped Party in the Pines and, Rat Race and all these other singles, all the way up until, I dropped my last EP that came out on Halloween, Haunted House. I've been putting music out relatively consistently, all things considered, as an independent artist. And I make it clear for anybody that doesn't know me and anybody that's hopping on here. I know, Jenny, you're the only one on here right now. I appreciate that. And it doesn't go unnoticed. The people that take their time to give me their time. I'm in the people business. I'm not in the music business. I'm not in the liquor business. I'm not in the entertainment business. I'm in the people business. And what does that mean for me? I think what I really have identified for myself that I really want to come on this live and share with everybody, forever, whoever watches this video, whenever they watch this video, is there's a few things I want to kind of get off my chest. You know, yeah, post it and they will come. If not, then later. Yeah. So I appreciate. I think this is like honestly the best thing, Jenny, that you're on here right now, because this is an opportunity, even if it's just you and me talking one on one. I can have a conversation with you that many other people can connect with, that find my music, find everything that makes Brandon Bing. And what makes me me is so much. And I had to be really not just honest with myself, but I had to be very um diligent and very tedious on all these little components, because there's so many layers, and I don't want to bore people. But if I don't take the time to share the story, then what am I doing it for, right? Like, I'm not doing this to chase clout. I'm not doing it because, I want a specific person in Asheville or a label or a publishing house to like me. I'm doing it for me. And I'm doing it for the people that support me. And I'm doing it for the people that come from the same cut of cloth that I come from. I'm trying to find my people. And to find my people, I've always been vulnerable. I've always been independent. I've always been, outgoing person. But I really need to get people on board with what I'm trying to build, and that goes right to what you said, Jenny, with the posted and they will come. If not, then later. So, I started the Hoss Nation thing. So, people called me Hoss growing up. The Hoss Nation thing came. If you look at my Bang Tail whiskey, it says Hoss original recipe. And so I built Hawks Nation because that's the community of people, men and women alike, that uh, are that make up, hard work, that like that root, that not just the blue collar root. I mean, just the root of just sacrifice and hard work and dedication to their families and their communities and their work and their, and everything that they aspire to be. Like, I want Hoss Nation to be a place for people to come where they can build relationships and network, whether it's at shows, whether it's through lives, whether it's through content, um, and I can help them grow. I'm an entrepreneur at heart. I'm a salesman at heart, and so for me, it's like I like to find things that connect with people emotionally. If I can connect with you emotionally and you come to my show, then I know that for 30 minutes as an opening set or 60, 75, or 90 as a headliner, I have an opportunity to bring you in with me. And that's the thing in my mind that's the most important, because now these people that show up and buy a ticket, they're like, Brandon's up on stage. He's going to give us every ounce of his performance. He's going to have fun with us. He's going to engage with us. I'm not the one, I'm not the cat that's just hopping up on the stage thinking my shit don't stink, get in and then get out and then dip out. Anybody's come to my show, when I'm done, I want to be amongst everyone. I want to hear everybody. I want to talk to everybody. I want to hug a neck, shake a hand, catch up, be with the guys and gals that were the day one, the people that have hopped on the journey as of late, and show them like everybody's equal to me in that space. And I'm so appreciative, because if it wasn't for the people that do buy tickets to the shows, stream the music, download the music, buy the vinyls, buy the merch, buy the whiskey, I wouldn't be able to keep building this. And okay, I'm good. Oh, you know what? Hold on, I gotta fix this. Shoot, you know what I think it's doing? Let me fix this thing. I don't know if I. It was my Wi-Fi. Did my Wi-Fi come up? There it is. I think we're good. Is it good now? Give me a thumbs up or something. I don't know all the tools on this thing. Is it buffering? Is it straight? Everything's good? It's fine now. Okay, cool. It's good. So, yeah, so I won't be so long-winded, because I know, like you, Jenny, your time is valuable. You ain't got time to sit here all night or nothing. But I just want to hit the key things that I wanted to come on here for, which is Hoss Nation, the umbrella. I built Church of Heathens. I love the fact of people that come out to shows and in the community where it's like our congregation. It's our tribe of people. It's our people that can talk and share their feelings, whether they're going a good day or a bad day. And when they come to a show, or we come on live or something like this, that we can just all have a good time and you know just forget everything else that's going on in the world for a minute, or an hour or longer. And you know, and I feel like by doing that consistently and authentically, you know, there's nothing I gotta hide. So if I just sit here and put and wear my heart on my sleeve, it'll reciprocate and make other people that are maybe not as comfortable in doing that, because it is hard for a lot of people to do that. It'll make them feel like, damn, if Brandon can do it, maybe I can swing and try it myself. And if I can help, I don't want to be cliche or monotonous, but if I can help one person, we got to build this one person at a time. Like right now, I'm on here with Jenny. You and I are on here. You're listening. Hey, it's one person. But guess what? This you being on here and engaging and commenting and let me kind of answer questions and things like that. This is what allows me to get from one to two to 10 to 100 and hopefully 1,000, 10,000, 100,000, a million. And just keep scaling it slow and steady. And I'm not looking to be the one that's trying to act like that. I'm gonna be in a stadium tomorrow. I have the goals to get there, and I know I have the building blocks. I have the talent. I have the music. I have the personality. I have all these things to get there. So now it's just really hyper focusing my energy going into next year to do that. And per song, boom, boom, boom. Oh no 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 no! What's that? We're not doing a. What is that thing popping up on here? Trying to get used to this. It gave me a little thing. So, but yeah, so Brandon Bing, Haas Nation, Church of Heathens. I got a Heathens Den on Instagram and Facebook. It's a little place. It's a free subscription. There's no cost to it. Just the people that really are more involved that want to be a little bit more part of the journey, where I will put out unreleased music, tease out ideas, album concepts, merch ideas, merch drops, giveaways, and then obviously we're gonna work and slowly get to some bigger stuff. But I just want to create something that's more of a meeting point, so I can start kind of weeding out all the bullshit, really get to the focus of who are the people that are my people. And everybody's not for everybody. I'm not for everybody. And that's good enough for me. Uh, and I think that's what is making me so excited going into the end of this year. I just dropped this Haunted House EP. We got over 30,000 streams in the first week. It's been put on playlists and edit, and people have been doing reviews on it left and right. And the feedback has been amazing. And it's awesome to see the consistency pattern of everything I've been putting out, like doing that little, like that needle's moving. And I think the thing for me is, how do I level that up going into the next release in next year? And I'm working on, where am I going to play shows and tour? What regions? What is going to be most effective for me to be intentional with the people coming out? I appreciate that, Jenny. Thank you so much. And I think that if I can really just, instead of being so widespread, trying to hit everybody across all the country and the world and this and that, I just need to kind of focus on these little pockets of space where I can spend more time and really get to know the people that are supporting the music and the brand. I'm building this subgenre of black dirt music, which is similar to the Texas red dirt scene. But instead of being from the red dirt, coming from the black dirt. Down in Florida, more swampy, a little bit more rough around the edges, heavier guitars and drums. So a little bit more, southern rock, hard rock edge. But the thing is, I'm trying to make it something that is, I know that when I'm looking myself in the mirror, and anybody that hears me or doesn't know me and then gets to know me, it's like, if they listen to my music, if they meet me in person or come to a show, they see, okay, he's never changing, whether he's on the stage, off the stage, having a conversation, on a live, this and that. What you see is what you get. It's always going to be that way. And I feel like that's what I really wanted this video to really capture, was just my personality a little bit more. I haven't really been as effective on lives because I just haven't taken the time to do them, because it takes time. I'm 13 minutes in on this, and I don't want to be long-winded, but there's a lot to say because I haven't taken the time to say anything. And I've just been putting music out and teasing and making video clips and content that's great. And I get some really good engagement. Then I get some really shitty engagement. And I'm like, why does this video work? And why does that one suck? Why do people like this? Why do people not like that? Or why do they like this? Why do they all like this song, but this video is doing better than this one? And like, I'll never understand the algorithm. But I'm just constantly trying to refine and get better and better every day. And I want to learn from you guys. And I want to sit here and have y'all trying to, like, hey, yo, B, don't do this. That's out of pocket. Hey, B, stay consistent with this because that's who you are. Like, if there's something that you see that I might be kind of 50-50, you're not sure, 1 foot in, 1 foot out, call me out on it. Send me a message, comment, put it out in the public eye. Like, I want everything to be, I want all the smoke, because I feel like if everybody gives me all the smoke all the time, and if it's good or bad, ugly and different, that's the only way I'm going to be able to give you the best product every time. Because I'm only one person. There's only 24 hours in a day, and I can't do it all by myself. But what I can do is I can make sure that I am taking notes, and I'm constantly trying to learn and grow, and making sure that the stories and the songs that I'm putting out are really raw and real. And I have a lot of things that I've experienced, just like y'all have experienced a lot of things that I feel are, it, the thing is, like, if you can't sit here and put everything out there then I kind of feel like that part is just I don't know. I feel like then why are you doing it? You know, the werewolf thing kind of shocked me, but it is your story. So, story on the werewolf. So the werewolf song, not my song. That's Ko Wetzel's song. He put that out almost a couple weeks ago. And I've known Ko, and I've known that camp, and I've known my buddy Ben Burgess and uh, Bones Owens. Like all three of them wrote that record like 3 years ago, and he just put it out. And you know, Josh Rado, like he did the production and everything, a lot of engineering and instrumentation on that, and they cut that record and put it out. And it was just something that I don't really do covers, and I wanted to do some snippets of some. I did one for the Werewolf. I did In Between by Treaty Oak with Sam Kenny and them, and I'm trying to find songs that I can relate to, in parallel to, in my style, in my vein, around the people that I built friendships with, people that I look up to and I learn from, because I think that that's really important for people to see. Like, I don't have all the songs, I don't have all the answers. There's other people doing great work, and I want to be able to champion the work that they're putting out as well, and show my support because it is a very lonely road out there. It is a lot of time away from family. It is a lot of time of constantly trying to scrutinize what you think is the next thing that you should put out. I mean, you could put anything out, and I really respected that record. Um, and I don't know, it just spoke to me. I woke up that day. What was it, yesterday or day before yesterday? No, yesterday. I woke up. No, day before yesterday. I think it was day before yesterday. No, it was yesterday, because I posted that yesterday. Uh, and when I was like, let me put another cover snippet out. And I actually, what was coincidental, I was on TikTok, and Co's video on the bus of him playing it with Mace and Josh and all them. They was on the bus just doing an acoustic. And then at that point, I was like, you know what? Let me cover that, tag the boys in it, and give them the flowers because the record was a great record. And if you haven't heard it, check it out. Ko Wetzel Werewolf. They did a great job on that, and I'm just glad to know them and learn from them, watch them on the road at shows. See things behind the scenes from a writing perspective, things that can influence me, because you got to find the people that you align with that can help you be better in that space. We're not perfect and things happen. So thank you. Yeah, no, for sure. And that's a good point that you said that too, that most people aren't perfect. And I think that a lot of people try what I've been finding, this is me giving y'all some insight on Nashville and just country music as a whole, right? Every week we have Music Row, we have the publishing houses, we have the record labels, everything up and down. And we have so many places around that are like songwriters lounges where we go to play songs, or listening rooms, right? And we share these songs, and we write and collaborate, and we're constantly trying to find people, whether it's this guitar player or that producer or this songwriter, like who can we mesh with, where we can make something great or find something that hasn't been done. But there's so many people ever since social media has taken off the way it has, like a rocket ship during the COVID time, with Facebook and Instagram and Reels and TikTok and YouTube. There's so many platforms. There's so much to consume. There's so much music. And the one thing I've seen and I've learned from a lot of mentors as well in the music industry is, the guys back in the early 2000s and before, that world was so different. They didn't have the technology the way we do now. And it's so hard to stay relevant if you don't have a big investor or a big label putting all this cash behind you, because it's so expensive. You gotta pay for production time. You gotta pay for the studio. You gotta pay for your musicians. You gotta, all these things you gotta pay for. And then you gotta figure out, now you got your music. Now you gotta package it, and and my thing is my thing is hold on, was this there we go. Start Q&A. I'm gonna slide that. I guess I put a Q&A there. I don't know what that looks like. Oh shoot. Sorry about that, y'all. But yeah, so and feel free to answer that question too. I just put that up there. It told me to put it up, so I don't know if I was supposed to or not. But anyway, but then you gotta figure out your album art. Then you gotta figure out how you're gonna market it. Then you gotta figure out your release campaign, DSPs. You gotta figure out playlisting. You gotta figure out Spotify, iTunes, all the streaming platforms. Then you gotta figure out you gotta shoot and film and get with your videographers and come up with how you're gonna tease it and who are you going and who's releasing here, what artist is about to drop here, and it's just a constant just battle. And then you got TikTok, with people going viral that don't even work in the music industry, but they put up a random video or a clip and they might be good, and I'm not saying that they're not talented, but then they got millions of views, but then they can't sell tickets. So then there's no, when you hear music that you love and when you grew up on music, I feel that so many people connected with live performance. And now you got AI. So you got AI making songs and releasing songs. There's songs on AI that have been released that are charting on Billboard right now. Like, and it's like, man, like it's constantly a battle, a tug of war of how are you gonna stay relevant? You know what I mean? And for me, I'm like, I need to just pump the brakes and I need to talk to the people because the people, those are the ones that are going to tell me what I need to do without changing who I am because they're the ones consuming the music and helping me and showing me and teaching me. And that's why I wanted to come on this live and do this. Like I said, I've never been on a YouTube live. I didn't even know you could go live on YouTube. Like I said, if I did go live, it might have been one time. And I thought maybe it's because I was doing a release. I think the only time I ever went live was when I dropped a project like for a music video one time. And I was on there because the video was releasing. But I didn't know you could do this. So I learned something new myself just a couple days ago when I was going through some of my analytics and insights. And I was like, I've never been live on YouTube. I didn't know you could do that. So I was like, let me do that tonight. But I'm gonna open it up. Like if y'all got some questions, I know we got two people in here. I don't know who the other person is, but if you got any questions, feel free to drop them in the comment section down below. Um, we got I'm here to answer questions on anything you have questions for me, anything on the music, anything music coming, shows. If you got venues you recommend, I got a whiskey company called Bangtail Whiskey. If you like whiskey, check out my whiskey called Bangtail. Um, these are all things that you guys can feel free to tell me anything or ask me because I want to give y'all my time while I'm on this live. I am going to let me just like I'm gonna show y'all something new I've been working on. This one's called Natural Beauty. You can also have people join you. Well, most people are not permitted. Oh, so you said, wait, I'm sorry, trying to read that. This app. So you can also have people join you on the live. We can see their faces on the screen with you. I do not do that, but some do. Buffering, I may have to refresh and come back if it happens. Okay. Sorry, no. The buffering thing I think happened because I hit the plus at the bottom and it went back to my home screen. So that was my fault. I will check out Bucks in Omaha, Nebraska. I saw Hannah Dasher out there a few months ago. That would be a great best venue for you in Nebraska, I think. Scam Tunes. Hey, Scam Tunes, I appreciate you hopping on here. Yeah, I'll definitely have to check out that spot. I know Hannah real well. Been friends with Hannah over the last several years and play some shows with her too. So I'll definitely have to check out. I'm gonna write that down since I'm doing that. Give me a second. Let me get a thing to write this on. You said Bucks. If this pen will work. Bucks in Omaha, Nebraska. And I got people want me to come to Nebraska and Omaha as well. And I've never played out there, so I'll check that out. I'm gonna give you all a taste of this one. I'm working on a bunch of new music. This one's called Natural Beauty. Two of from Scam Tunes. Yes, absolutely. Wait, what is that? You can add people. You said was a green screen. No, I don't want no green screen. Don't need that. Let's see, we're lighting on. Retouch. Okay, I guess I'm just trying to use these features. Let's see if I can get. You can share with your audience. Okay, yeah, I don't know how to do right here, but yeah, I'm gonna play this real quick, and then I'm gonna go over a few more things, and then I'm gonna probably hit these other platforms and go live too. But anyway, this one's called Natural Beauty. I wrote this one from a perspective of like, I don't know, I think just like female vanity. Just leave it like that, vanity. I'll let you leave it to interpretation. And it goes like this. Looking in the mirror, thinking about all the pictures you tore out. Models and beauty queens, stars on a big screen, trying to find what can't be found. Got eyes like a Southwest sapphire. Got eyes, yes. I did. Got eyes like a Southwest sapphire, hair free as a tumbleweed, smile warmer than a Smoky Mountain campfire, only pretty that God can bring. Let your freckles fly, love it all and don't ask why. All you are is all you need. Your natural beauty. Your natural beauty. Your natural beauty. Your natural beauty. Doing anything to be skinnier now. Gripping the toilet, not making a sound. Hiding those bloodshot tears, erasing year by year, sewing yourself into an excess gown. Got eyes like a Southwest sapphire, hair free as a tumbleweed, smile warmer than a Smoky Mountain campfire, only pretty that God can bring. Let your freckles fly, love it all and don't ask why. All you are is all you need. Your natural beauty. Got eyes like a Southwest sapphire, cried enough tears to fill the sea. Smile warmer than a Smoky Mountain campfire, most perfect thing I've ever seen. Let your freckles fly, love it all and don't ask why. All you are is all you need. Girl, your natural beauty. Little natural beauty for y'all. If you continue to lies, you may need to appoint you out or give them a time out if they are not nice. A moderator. How do you do that? I didn't know you could do that. I am going to start doing more lives. I'm going to start doing more lives. Let me see. I need to check that out. I know, just Google it, right? Let's see. I'm gonna do a cover real quick. Just a little Porch Swing Angel. Little Charlie and Gary from Muscadine Bloodline. Don't you put on that makeup. We ain't going nowhere. Unless you sit on this porch swing, we can take it from there. It's the sound of the chain links as we rock till it's night. We can watch as the sun sets, holds a holding you tight. Be my porch swing angel, got my heartstrings tangled, got those eyes that'll bring you to your knees. It's her smile like Sunday, been a while but one day, yeah, that girl, she's the only thing I need. Funny, I use the same progression when I did my I'm American song, and I put that on my Dying Breed EP. It goes like, I just slowed it down like this. I'm a shit talking, I'm a dirty walking, crazy hooligan. I'm a dirty boy sitting in the south side of New Orleans. I'm a cowboy action gun toting rowdy heathen from the gunshine state. I'm a one-shot kill, ask questions later like John Wayne. I'm a Wild West outlaw like the boys from the Lone Star State. It might be better to just ignore the negative people so they will not have a beef with you. Is there anybody on here? I don't even see anything on here. Am I missing something? You talking about just in general? Is that what you're saying in general? Let me know what you mean by that. No? It might not be better. No. Okay, hold on. Saying no. Yes. Okay. All right. That's what I thought. I got you. Yeah, you know, it's funny. I don't really like anybody that's going to be negative. If you got to be negative to them, if someone's got to be negative to me, then that means that they are obviously unhappy with themselves. Or if they're not unhappy with themselves, they're being negative to me, then that means they're just, jealous or just want to have something to try to kind of ruffle my feathers. And that's cool. I kind of invite it. It's not because I want the confrontation, but I'm not afraid of it. So it's like I would rather understand what the purpose is and why they're doing it and be like, hey, if you want to be negative, there's no such thing as bad publicity. So it's like if you got to be negative and you having a bad day, your bad day is not going to make me have a bad day. And I'm just going to have a better day because I'm not going to let your negativity affect me. And I think that's hard for a lot of people. A lot of people don't know how to handle that type of energy. Me, I'm kind of like, man, it is what it is. I've been there, done that. Got the T-shirt and the bumper sticker. What else? If you're not following me on, or I got all social platforms, Facebook, Instagram. I watch a lot of vlogs, and they just pop on. Unfortunately, you can address them if you want because they're looking for attention. Yeah. No, you're good. Yeah, and I think that that's true. I think there's a lot of people that ain't got nobody to talk to. So, I like the psychological approach of, well, what's really bothering you? Like, why do you have to be so negative and so horrible to me? And if you are, and then I want to help you fix it. Like I said, I'm in the people business. So I'm in the business of, I want to understand. And who knows, sometimes negative interactions spark great ideas for writing new songs. And I've had a lot of good things come from altercations just because it's helped me dig deeper in myself to not be so on the straight and narrow. Like it allowed me to go on the off the beaten path into a place of kind of I call it a muddy water situation. I feel like sometimes people get caught up in the mud and they don't know how to navigate it. You put me in the mud and blindfold me, and then you take it's like you put me out in the middle of the woods. You blindfold me, drive me out there. I'm gonna use my skills to navigate that terrain. I'm not gonna freak out from the terrain. That is nice of you, and I want to you anymore because you were on a timeline. Thank you. Yeah, no, you're not. No, I'm glad we're having these conversations, like the questions or the dialogue. This is what I need, right? Like, I guess this is what I'm asking for more than anything is I don't think anything that comes up in this feed, whether it's you or anybody else for that matter, Jenny, like I don't see anything as a negative. I think it's we got to have more conversations. And if I can build Hoss Nation, if Brandon Bing as an artist and as an entrepreneur can build my brand, around y'all in that way, and you guys can feel comfortable to speak out and share your opinions, uh, I think that's the key. Like, I don't want to be on these lives. I mean, I don't mind talking to myself, but I want to engage with y'all. Like, I genuinely want to be on these lives where we're talking and laughing and sharing feedback. And some people are comfortable on camera and not. And that's cool. I don't mind looking at a screen and talking because I can read the comments, and I know y'all are taking the time to send me feedback. So like that means the world to me. Like the fact that y'all can do that in your time on a Sunday, it speaks volumes because I'm not going to be able to see everybody every day of the week or be on the phone or a message all the time. But these lives give me an opportunity for people to do that, and then when I see them at a show, now I can have a real life interaction because I've already gotten to kind of know them through the lives and stuff, and through my music and the content. Um, Scam Tune said, "I found you from Cornbread Cowboy from your music video. I've never went to your website. Do you have albums received?" I do. I do. I have actually hold on. Let me go get let me just go get oops shoot. I got I'm gonna go grab one real quick. Give me 1 second. Just bear with me real fast. This is all right. I'm back. I'm back. Sorry about that. Fell over. I didn't mean that. All right. So yeah, and Cornbread, me and Cornbread, great friends. He's like a brother to me, man. I tell you, me and Ori, I just did a show with him for his birthday, September. I played a show at this place called the Patio in Tampa. Oops. And that was fun. And it was just cool to be able to do that with him. He was in my Rat Race video. And we've been friends probably about, dang, it's been that long. I guess better part of like 4, going on 5 years now. But just watching him be such a hustler and, bringing that 90s, that nostalgia back, you know what I mean? With the, with everything from the NASCAR to just like college football and just like the lifestyle, right? That was such a moment in time for a lot of us. And it was cool that he was able to find a niche that a lot of people were kind of yearning for. And I love watching him win. If you get a chance on YouTube, you can even, if you type in Dierks Bentley, Broken Branches. So it was Dierks Bentley, Riley Green, John Anderson. I've had the opportunity to know those boys. Well, I've known Dierks and Riley over the last several years. But John Anderson was originally from Apopka, Florida. I'm from Longwood, Florida, originally outside in Seminole County, and I never met him. But it was just cool to be able to have an opportunity to collaborate and work with them. And yeah, 83. Hey, I was born in 88. You know what I mean? So, 80s and 90s, that's kind of where it is. And so for me, it's like, when I had the opportunity to be in that video, it's called Broken Branches. It was Dierks Bentley put out his latest album back in June called Broken Branches. And that was like the title track. And We shot it in Nashville. Him, I got to be in it. Cornbread was in it. Trailer Park Tammy, she was in it. Dane the Great, Joey Brox, like they were all in that, and it was a really cool time just to be able to be in there with a lot of people. Um, and but yeah, anyway, going back to what I was saying, yeah, I got vinyls. I got signed vinyls. So here, I'll hold it back like this. There you go. This is the vinyl right here. And if anybody, is interested in getting a vinyl, I did a gatefold. This is my first made album, the Huckleberry album. It's got a poly bag. So poly bags protect them and also good for like when you want to, if you have like collections of vinyl. And then this is it right here. And I can also put a special message. I signed each one of these. And then on the inside, I have all the credits, all the musicians, everything, the thank you, backstory on this Huckleberry album. And then we got a gatefold, track listing. And then here's the vinyl itself, and I made sure I did a, there you go, did a little 180 gram. So they're heavy duty and they're awesome. They sound great. And it's just cool. It was such a special moment to make my first, vinyl and on, and also be able to do it on my first album, So it was definitely and I got to be in the plant where it was made, So that was even cooler. I'd never seen the process of making vinyl directly, so being able to do that was super awesome. And then we what was there when we did the acetate and the press, and let's see. I appreciate the support on getting the Haunted House Jenny and Scam Tunes. Yeah, here's the. Let me put this back in here. Here you go. So yeah, they all come like this, in this nice gatefold, all protected. And then, like I said, you get the poly bag. So I put it back in here, and this poly bag's right here. Boom. Here we go. Yeah, there it is. Here's the poly bag. And it slips on there, and it'll, reseal. So yeah, it reseals, so you don't have to worry about. Let me just close it up. Once you seal it, like it won't come undone. See. So that's the vinyl, and then I also have my own whiskey. This is my whiskey. It's called Bangtail. If you haven't checked it out, it's called Bangtail Whiskey. You can go to bangtail.com. There's the hoss on it, like I was telling y'all about. So yeah, and just if you're interested in getting a signed vinyl, just send me. I don't know if there's a way for me to. Oh yeah, I appreciate that. And I have a bunch of merch. We're updating the Brandon Bing music website. So that was part of this live. I wanted to kind of go over with everybody. Is what are we going to be doing? So I'm going to be updating the Brandon Bing music website. We got a bunch of new merch. I got these Blackwater Heathen hats. These are for with the Black Dirt movement I'm building. So I got these. I got Church of Heathen hats. I got some Bangtail hats, white and black for the whiskey. I got a bunch of shirts, and all that stuff is going to be going live. So if you have a chance, I don't know, if y'all just follow me on YouTube, but if you go on Facebook or Instagram or TikTok and send me a private message, then I can send you a link as well as soon as all that stuff gets updated in the next couple weeks here. Because I'm going to be making some announcements to roll that stuff out. And I got sizes from small all the way up to 5X, so I don't leave anybody out. And I can do custom orders or custom sizes as well upon request. Just you need to know what it is so I can let the print shop, the printers know. And we're I'm working on putting together some gift what do you call it? Gift assets, like basically like shipping stuff, like to build around the brand, like nice boxes and tags and like things that I can use to just show my appreciation for people that support the music outside of the shows, whether they're buying merch or vinyls or liquor. I want to give y'all that stuff. So One this week. Yeah, man, I appreciate that, Scam Tunes. Yeah, like I said, bangtail.com for the whiskey. If you're interested in a vinyl or something, just shoot me a message and then I can have my merch manager on the bookkeeping side. They can send over an invoice thing to get the vinyls and ship them and all that stuff. So let's see. And if you want any special messages and stuff, let me know, and I'll put that on the vinyl or anything that you guys get as well. How are the shows? Shows are going good. We kicked off the Wasted tour. That was my first true like tour. Ever since COVID and everything, and so that was really cool. We played Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, and just did a few legs. I got two more shows coming up. So we got a show this Friday. That's gonna be I'll be going back down to Florida to Tuffy's Music Box in Sanford, Florida. So I'll be playing that show in Sanford, and that's gonna be with the Drop Tines. They recently signed a deal with Big Loud Texas in conjunction with Miranda Lambert, and so that's really cool. I'm a huge Miranda Lambert fan. I'm a huge Big Loud and a Texas Red Dirt Scene fan. So I'm excited to play with those boys and looking forward to sharing the stage with them and just having a good show. So we're playing Tuffy's Music Box this Friday. That's going to be November 14th. And then Saturday, I'm playing with them again in Gainesville, Florida. We're going to be doing that at the Heartwood Soundstage in Gainesville, Florida. And then after that, then I got to get back up to Nash. We got CMA week next week. So that's going to be really busy. We have the CMA Awards. We have a few label parties and some CMA parties and events that I have to be a part of. So I'll be putting content together and trying to get as much compiled to share with y'all behind the scenes from these events at these events. I want to give y'all really an inside lens. Like I said, that's what really made me want to get on this live tonight was I wanted to kind of draw a line in the sand and say, hey, this is turning the page. This is the next chapter. This is what we have coming. This is how I'm going to be, really on point to make sure I give you guys all the stuff that I can as an artist and as a brand, with everything I got going on and the people that I get the honor to work with and meet and learn from and be mentored by, and really give y'all a different approach than just dropping music and saying, stream it or buy it, or seeing you at a show by itself. That, I want it to be more personal. And I want y'all to kind of see the daily grind of what it takes, whether it's in the studio, whether it's in a writing session, whether it's at one of these gatherings. There's just a lot of involved layers that a lot of people don't see or have access to. And I feel, hey, y'all coming out and, whether it's buying tickets to a show, buying merch, buying liquor, or even just coming on a live and give me your time, the least I can do is find some ways to make it more fun and engaging to show y'all stuff that you don't get to see in this world that, is a lot of time embellished on television and stuff like that. So, yeah, I'm excited about it. I got a couple other like corporate shows and like some Toys for Tots shows that I'm doing for some communities and stuff like that back at home, coming into the holidays as well. And then it'll be pretty much off for about 6 weeks. We'll be off for about 6 weeks in the middle of December going through January. And then I'll kick things back up in February. And then we do have some, I do have another release that I'm going to be starting to tease. I got a bunch of new music I'm working on. And yeah, it's awesome. I did a thing with my whiskey. There was an event down in New Smyrna, Florida, and it was called Boats and Bourbon. And I got a chance to play it I played it last year and I played it again this year. And we did it. We raised money for breast cancer awareness. And this place in South Daytona called Charlene's Dream. It's like a place where like women that need like wigs or transportation to get to their appointments for cancer treatments, or they need the ports and stuff for the treatments, and and things like that, and other resources. So they put that together, and it was cool. I put a Bangtail, basket with some liquor, some shirts, some hats, koozies, and a vinyl, and a barrel topper, and someone bought it for like $350, and all the money, 100% of the proceeds, went to help, that foundation, and some of the fine ladies that are going through whatever stage they're dealing with, whether it's on the front or coming out of it, with the breast cancer. But everybody has somebody that whether it's work or family, and I think that a lot of people just really, yeah, fuck cancer. I say that too all the time. Man, my boy Mitchell Tenpenny, he I remember when he lost a dear family member of his, and I remember him saying that, and I was just like, that resonated with me a lot. Just knowing people, whether it's where you grew up or people you meet, and just you just never know what anybody's going through. And I'm sorry that you had to deal with that too, Scam Tunes. That you had to battle it again. But hey, you're here. You know what I mean? God's got a bigger plan. There's a purpose, and I think that's the thing. Is like you can knock somebody down, but you can't keep them down. You know what I mean? And I think that people, I don't know, I feel that people really, when it's not affecting them, they don't care. And I'm like, you should care, because deep down, it's like if that was somebody you cared about, or if it was you, you would want, I would think you would want somebody to, be there as a support system, because it's hard battling things like that by yourself. And so you don't want to be an asshole where people don't want to be around you. And so, and yeah, I hope you're, I don't know what type of cancer was it, if you don't mind me asking. I'm not trying to put your personal, but if you're comfortable, I mean, what type of cancer was it? And did was it treatment, like I guess the prognosis is what I'm looking at. Just hits, yeah. And I think that's the thing. You make a good point there too. Is like it don't even matter if you really think about it. Everybody always wants to make things like political or race or religion, and I'm like, hey, at the end of the way, it's like they always say, you're gonna pay taxes and die. And if you're gonna die by cancer or whatever means you're gonna die, like death doesn't discriminate. It's just you have the moment you come out the womb and you get you're on borrowed time, right? So the curtain call and your current call has all been predetermined. Rectum to liver at 39. Wow. Stage 4. Wow. Dude, that's crazy. Wow. And wow. That's awesome, man. Well, dude, like I definitely keep you in my prayers. Just you're in remission, man. That's the best. That's the best thing, is that, you kick cancer's ass. Yeah, you know why? Because all the shit they put in the food, all the shit they're putting in the food, the preservatives, all the Rev 40s and all this stuff. It's and I went to it's funny. I went to Denmark, and I played in this Nashville Nights. I played Nashville Nights over there in Unsa, outside of Copenhagen, and I went to a McDonald's. And when I went to McDonald's, I shit y'all not, the burger was like high quality beef. I mean, like a regular burger, not a quarter pounder like the single. It was like thicker. The meat had more flavor. They cut, and they didn't fry the fries. They like baked the fries, which was crazy to me. They didn't use the fryer. They baked the fries, and they cut them and all that stuff. And they used locally sourced vegetables from local farmers, I guess, somewhere nearby. Um, Told me he already had 19 years old. That's crazy. Yeah, all this stuff that these guys, everybody's eating all this nasty stuff. Whole Foods, here, look, proof that I'm already like just. I'm not trying to preach on this, but like this is just something like you got to pay attention to your body, and like you got to keep it flush. You got to keep things going in it, right? Well, I started doing a cleanse the other day, and like I was eating this, I was having like some kombucha, like a healthy kombucha, like a gut health cleanse. It has pomegranate, blueberry, both anti-inflammatories. I was telling somebody the other day, I said, everybody's got cancer like in them, right? Because we all have T cells. We all got T cells. The thing is what's going to trigger the cancer, right? Like from going something that's benign to like malignant, metastasizing. And, most cancers and most major health conditions, whether it's, cardiovascular, gut, colon, liver, whatever, for the most part, it's all because of inflammation. So like blackberries, raspberries, pomegranate, acai berry, dragon fruit, guava, like all those different things. Those is so important. Blueberries, like it's so important to eat and consume those like natural uh, fruits and vegetables, whole foods. Because those are the things that help reduce inflammation, take away swelling. Obviously, keeping your body flush with water. Constantly drinking water and keeping your kidneys and everything filtered. Like all that stuff just pushes those toxins. And we all make mistakes. I'm not perfect myself, but at the end of the day, it's like if you're taking steps and you're just being proactive and you're talking about it like we're talking about right now, like you just create so many opportunities for everybody to have a platform. And I mean, again, that's what I want Hawks Nation to be. I want to be a place like this, where we're enjoying music. You guys are enjoying the music I'm putting out, or anybody I get to collaborate with, and anybody else that I introduce you to other artists that inspire me, or people that I'm vibing with right now, because I listen to music all the time, and I feel like it's just something. If we can have that, what better place than have a place where it's surrounding music, and something where you can decompress and disconnect and don't have to worry about all the minutia that's going on in the world. You just have a good time for 20, 30 minutes. I mean, I've been on here about an hour, but I'll probably try to do these like 20, 30 minutes a couple times, 2 times a week, something like that. And I got to figure out the schedule. I'm working on some logistics. Uh, but ultimately, like, I just appreciate that. I appreciate that too. Yeah. Hey, these Colombias are good. This is like I guess you call this like a sea foam, like Key West sea foam green. It's it's a cool color. Yeah, I like it. And but yeah, I guess a few last things, and then I'll just wrap it up. I got a couple minutes, and then I'm gonna hit the hour mark, and we'll shut it down until next time. But um, like I said, Hoss Nation, I got the Heathens Den, Facebook and Instagram. You can join that. It's a free group for behind the scenes and giveaways and things like that. I'll be posting other stuff as well on above and beyond that. But I wanted to make like more of a core group where I can focus on people a little bit more intentionally as well. If you send me a message or comment, I'm going to respond to it. It's not somebody else. It's not somebody else from my team. It's not, it's me. If I don't answer right away, I'll get back to you in a day or two. Um, got a bunch of new music coming. If you got dates or venues that you want me to play, feel free to throw me some venues, and I'll be more than happy to come out to a venue in your neck of the woods, and share the music with my band, whether it's acoustic, me and my fiddle player, or if it's a full band, if it's an opening slot or a festival, let me know. We're trying to book more dates for 2026. We're looking for trying to be out on the road for. I would say we're gonna do probably 3 to 4 full legs. So be out there at least 24 weeks. Next year, about half the year, almost half the year, and then what else? New content, new merch. Again, like I said, I got my whiskey, Bangtail whiskey, bangtail.com. If you're interested in getting some Bangtail, it'll ship right to your house nationwide. I got liquor stores in Florida, Georgia, Tennessee, and Texas as well. Here's my vinyl from my first album, Huckleberry. I got signed vinyls. And I'm going to be updating the Shopify store and the links on my website, Brandon Big Music. Check me out on Bands in Town. If you go to Bands in Town, you'll be able to get all the information for upcoming shows, all that stuff, updates. And I don't want to inundate y'all, but if you want to get notifications, hit the bell notification or set up your preferences so it doesn't, bother you. But I just want to keep y'all informed and engaged, and make sure I'm giving y'all my time. I got these Blackwater Heathen hats. Yeah, Arkansas. Hey Stan, what's going on, man? I appreciate that. Yeah, Arkansas. If you got a venue, do you have a venue by any chance? It used to be from '04 to '09, Mr. the Sound for man, dude. That's cool. That's awesome. I didn't even know you did that. Well, I mean, hey, discovery. We're learning. Oh, oh yeah, I didn't see the K. My bad. Alaska. I've never been to Alaska. I've always wanted. I got some buddies that live in Ketchikan, and is it not Anchorage? I mean, I know Anchorage, but I think it's Juneau. I want to say Juneau. Yeah, it's Juneau, Alaska. And one of my buddies, a commercial fisherman, does a bunch of halibut. I mean, massive halibut. He also does bear hunts too. I think y'all it's called like Bear. Is it Bear Island or Grizzly Bear Island or something like that? There's a place out there. Um, use Spotify and Amazon. Thank you so much, Jenny. I appreciate that. Yeah, Alaska. Y'all have that event too. What's that event, Stan? It's kind of like a Burning Man, but it's like a winter thing. Y'all go. I saw videos of it. Y'all are on like snowmobiles, and I mean, people get like plastered, like hammered, and but it's like man, it's a big fest in Alaska. It's huge. Kodiak? Is it Kodiak? Is Kodiak the name of the fest? My grandma built that pipeline in the '70s. That's sick. Kodiak. Kodiak. Okay, is Kodiak the Kodiak Bears, or are you talking about? Is that the name of the festival? It's like there's a big festival. It's like a winter because y'all like have to like cover your curtains and stuff, right? Because it's like daylight because you're closer to the North Pole, like that. You know that kind of the Arctic Circle. Well, you have three of us. That's cool. Three of y'all. We turning and burning right here. I like it. I like it. I love it. Yeah. No. The Yeah, Alaska. If you have a venue or a festival or anything like that, Stan, let me know. I'm putting Percival, Percival, boom, because I would love to come to Alaska. I just love the outdoors. I love backcountry. You know what I mean? But the state fair is big here in Palmer. Okay, Palmer. I'm just writing all this stuff down because I'm learning. So Palmer and the state fair. Okay. Yeah. If you get a chance, I don't know if you use any social media like Facebook or Instagram, but if you can send me a message when you get a chance, or if it, or if it's easier to leave a comment or something on YouTube. Um, I got an email too, which is through management mgmt at brandonbingmusic.com, mgmt at brandonbingmusic.com, and Jay and Moody and them, they'll get on summer stores. Then then I can get the info and connect with whoever we got to connect with out there to be able to book it. You know what I mean? It'd be fun. I mean, like I said, if I could enjoy some good fish and some cool people and just good old backcountry Alaska and play some good music, that would be a blast. It'd be a blast. Um, but yeah, so man, y'all, I really appreciate y'all taking your time over the last hour. Like I said, I'm gonna start coming on. It's gonna give me between now and the end of the month. Like really between now and the end of the year, I'm gonna have all this stuff cleaned up and ironed out. But I'm trying to create a format. So just the three of y'all, Jenny, Scam Tune, Stan, just so y'all know, uh, what I'm trying to do with the Hoss Nation and the Heathens Den and all that is I'm trying to um, have an opportunity to make a more cohesive place for us all to communicate. Make sure that my communication, y'all, is really on point with shows and releases and staying on top of the content. And then also the merch drops and the liquor drops and anything else we got coming, giveaways. I really want to streamline it so y'all have a good experience. And then obviously come out and see y'all, hug a neck, have a good conversation when we out play a show in your town, and just keep building this thing. You know what I mean? So I just want to tell y'all, I appreciate y'all coming on to this first live ever. It started here on Sunday. Crazy. It started on Sunday, and this is what's today's date? It's November 7th. No. Wait, Friday's the 14th, 13th. Well, the 11th is Veterans Day. That's Tuesday. So it's the 9th. It's the 9th. So, hey, officially here on the 9th. November 9th, 2025. Hoss Nation, Jenny, Scam Tunes, Stan, I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Thank y'all so much for your support, for streaming my music, my Haunted House EP, anything else you've gone down the rabbit hole and listened to, any of the videos you've supported or left comments on, anybody you share my music with. If you got anything, like I said, hit me on any of the social platforms. I'll answer and continue the conversation. I'm going to keep coming on these things a little bit more regularly. Like I said, I'm trying to do, I think 2 to 3 times a week would be ideal. 20, 30 minutes. I'm just kind of keeping things kind of flowing. I just got to figure out the logistics between the platforms based off my insights so I can make sure I'm being effective with my time and y'all's time as well. Because I want to give you the most bang for, for your time, no matter what day of the week it is. So, man, I appreciate y'all so much. I hope y'all have a kick-ass week coming up. And like I said, Hoss Nation, as always, I appreciate y'all. Till next time.